Alright, welcome back everybody. We are on the Bergmoor 2K15 map here on the farm that we inherited from our great uncle August. And today we're gonna, if you remember in the last episode, we harvested a wheat field, and today we're gonna go ahead and collect some of our straw and get that together for the cows. Jake's helping me out on the farm again today. He's already in the field there, field 10. Windrowing, getting everything in a line, and we're going to come back and follow behind him here with the forage wagon and collect some straw and get a little to our cows and maybe sell some if we got some left. We'll try and hold on to some for a little bit. Let's see here. Turn it on, and Jake likes driving the TK150 there. Kiravid's looking tractor. Don't know much about it. Came with the farm when we inherited it. But he likes that tractor. I've been liking the International that we have. But pick up the straw today using the MB track. Farmer Beavis's one of his favorite pieces of gear. Any of you guys watch Farmer Beavis? He loves this vehicle, and it's a pretty cool tractor. I've used it a little bit before, but this is really the first map that it seems appropriate on. Not really sure where Jake's headed there, but we're going to go ahead and jump past him here and get a line, get on around him and ahead of him, and let him figure out what he's doing there in the corner. So it's Labor Day weekend here in the States where we are, so as we record, it's Monday afternoon, and Jake and I got our chores done around the house, so got a little extra time. We thought we'd try and squeak in an extra video here. Had our John Deere out this morning. It's just a garden tractor mowing the lawn, but nonetheless, it's you know, when you only have a third of an acre, at least we got a John Deere, and we can sit on it and ride and drive it, and we don't have to push, so that's always good, I guess, or better. I'm not exactly sure how much straw we'll get off of this field, but we do have 25 cows with no food, no straw, so we do need to get them some. Whoa. A lag spike there. Imagine we'll need to do a little mowing in our meadow over here before just too long. Get them a little bit of grass, and still haven't decided exactly how we're gonna feed the cows, if we're gonna try and use the far silo mod and do some TMR in the silo, or we do have a truck with a mixer on it, so we could do some baling, although I'm not a terribly big fan of baling. Actually, I don't mind the baling part so much. It's all the handling of the bales, I guess, with the front loader, and driving the front loader can get a little bit frustrating for me. But we might do some of that. We do have a cool little old baler that came with the farm. We haven't used it yet, but from what I was told by one of the neighbors who's familiar with that mod, everything's manual, but it does do the smaller square bales, so I'm not sure if we would be able to use one of the automated bale trailers to stack that up, or exactly what we would have to do with that. So, but we might figure that out and do a little baling. It'd be fun to use the old piece of gear. We are going to need I guess it's good that we did get a little bit of cash with the farm too, that we're not in too bad a financial situation, because can't seem to find a fertilizer on the farm, so might have to purchase one of those. That, and haven't been able to find any sort of water trailer so far, so we have to keep looking around for one of those. And we do have a lot of equipment, and it seems to be short of a little place to store it, so Jake and I were looking around and thought that there would be a little nice area up behind our cow facilities that we might clear some trees there. Jake wants to do that today, but I don't know if we'll get to that in this episode. But thought we'd clear some trees out there maybe and build us a little storage shed there, so we got a little more room for some of our gear. Maybe we'll do that off camera and have that ready to go for you for next time. I don't do a lot of forestry. It gets frustrating, so I do like to usually just cut the trees down. And alright, looks like we're full here, so I usually cut the trees down though and just hit them with the chipper and sell the wood chips. So and we'll do that same thing. See if I can get in here with the forage wagon. Not a whole lot of room to maneuver here. I don't know if it's gonna alright, well, we did make it in. Let's the question is, I guess, did I come to the right place? So see if we can get got the unload icon. So we'll put as much in here as it'll take, and hopefully that'll last us for quite a while. And we'll sell some. Oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to make that corner though. Let's see, I'm going to have to reverse out of here, and you guys can witness my fine driving skills. Oh. Well, we drove into the crops a little bit there, but we're going to chop that up and probably make silage out of it anyhow, so it's not the end of the world. see if we can pick a little bit more of this up. I don't know if the, let's see. There we go. Get the header down. And we don't got to get all of it, but we'll just swing through here and grab what we can. We thought we'd make a quick little video today since we got a little extra time. Hope you guys are all enjoying your holiday if you're in the States and you get the holiday. Not sure if this is how much this holiday is celebrated in other countries, to be honest. Use some interesting lines here in the field. I know it's hard. We'll work on that. Jake's 7 and learn how to do some of these things. So when I was his age, I remember my grandfather wasn't a farmer, but he owned a service station, sold fuel and worked on cars and vehicles and that type of stuff. And when I was young and would go spend time at their place, they lived in the country. They didn't have a farm per se. They did have about 10 acres, I believe, and they did do a lot of gardening. Huge gardens, really, by city standards, if you will. But certainly they didn't do farming for profit, mostly just for their own personal food. But after my grandfather had retired and got rid of his service station, he worked on a lot of small engines and small tractors and chainsaws and that type of stuff for a lot of people in the community there, which it was a farming community, and there were a lot of farmers around. I'm trying to remember where we go. I think we can sell this maybe down by the garden center, which I think is if we go out this way and loop around that way. But anyhow, they lived in a farming community, small town in the country, and he did a lot of repair work on people's tractors, chainsaws, lawnmowers, and he also did a lot of sharpening of people's saws. And what I remember was what they call sickle mowers blades, which were these long, I don't know, maybe 6 foot long blades that had large triangle shaped teeth on them, and they would be used on a implement on a big bar that would lower down, and it's what they would use to cut the hay or grass that they would use for hay and in the fields. But he would sharpen those for everybody around there, and actually he had one too, and it was actually was one that was originally for pulling behind a team of horses. And it was pretty cool. It had just a metal seat on it that you could sit on, and as it was pulled, the steel wheels on it would turn the gearbox and operate the mechanical scissor action of the sickle blades. So I don't know if maybe I'll be able to find a picture of one of those or not, or some of you might recall those. And this guy's not even gonna stop walking. He's just gonna walk right through us. So let's see if we can squeeze in here, and I think maybe if we can get to it, we might have I don't know if we can sell our straw in there or not. If not, I guess we will just have a trailer full of it till we use it up. See, and yeah, I don't know if oh, come on, lady. We're just gonna get all tangled up in here. I guess the only way we might be able to do that. Jeez Louise, I don't know if we'll be able to. Alrighty. Alright, well, let's see. Well, we got untangled a little bit. We're still not headed the right way we want to go. I have noticed that this MB doesn't have the tightest turning radius, nor does our trailer forage wagon that we have hooked up here, so maybe this wasn't the best choice of equipment to try and get in here, but this is our first time to the sell point here, so bear along with us for a little bit. Oh, we just had it. Where was it? There it is. So anyhow, there we go. My grandfather was he was pretty handy, and whatever they didn't have a lot of money, and whatever he didn't have, he usually found some way to repurpose something or build what he needed or make it. He didn't have a big tractor, but he did have a small Cub Cadet. I don't remember the model number, but it was a large size garden tractor, I guess. Can't figure out why I'm getting hung up on that. Anyhow, he had it was a larger size garden tractor, and it didn't have I don't know what the real name for the type of tires are, but it didn't have the lawn tires on it. It had more of the tractor style tires for dirt, wheel weights and whatnot. And I remember with him, he did, like I said, have large gardens, and even did quite a bit of corn. And he did it with he had repurposed a single row planter that was originally, I believe, used for pulling behind a team of horses, and he would pull that behind the tractor with one of my uncles would then walk behind the corn planter, and when we did the harvest, the whole family would go there and walk through the fields and pull the ears off one at a time and put them in the trailer behind the tractor. Kind of interesting. go past the corn here. And there's Jake parked off on the side still. Hi, Jacob. Oh, I'm supposed to call him Farmer Jake. So he's pretty excited that we're doing some of our own videos. We'll just back the forage wagon in here to the silo, I guess, and we'll probably let that do for the episode for today. Hope you enjoyed our little bit of time here on the farm, and thinking about doing a couple of the tractors that we have here on the farm are from the mod contest, so might do a little review on those. We haven't had a chance to use them just a whole lot yet, but we'll take a little walk up here, and this is the area up here behind our cows here next to the corn that we thought would maybe be a pretty good spot to nice little flat spot up here that we can maybe clear out some of these trees and put a couple sheds in, or a shed, and have a spot to park some more of our gear. We do have quite a bit of it just sitting around over here in our meadow, and we kind of need to get it out of the way, so we need to mow over here in our little pasture or meadow area here. We got I think that's our beat equipment sitting over there, and a fuel tank. One of these tractors runs out of gas in a hurry, so we got him stranded in a field and weren't paying attention. And we got some of our baling and mowing equipment lined up over here. This is our little baler that we have. It's a SIPMA Z224, but it does the little small bales, and apparently everything's manual. You have to step outside and get it all set up when you want to bale, and so we'll see if we can't figure this little piece of gear out, and we might do a little bit of baling and see if we can't figure out some way to get that all stacked up or handled without having to do them individually with the front loader. So anyhow, I think we're going to let that do for this episode. Consider leaving us a like or subscribing, and we'll keep working on our homestead farm here, and we'll see you guys on the farm next time.